South Carolina State University. This is an amazing day. I mean, it just really is. It just brings me joy. I'm humbled just to be here today. This is definitely the day that the Lord has made, and let us rejoice and be glad in it. I am a man of God. I don't hide from it. God has been good to me, and I'm grateful to be here today, standing in front of you guys today. So we're super excited, and to God be the glory. A lot of thank yous to get to this point. You know, it's a lot of people that I want to thank in this whole entire process, because obviously I believe in the attitude of gratitude. So, you know, I believe in giving thanks when thanks is due. So I want to start off first and foremost just thanking the Board of Trustees for their leadership in this university. All right, all the work that goes in to run a university. Very, very grateful for all of you guys entrusting in me to be the head football coach here at South Carolina State University. To President Congress, man, I tell you what, just the time that we got a chance to spend together, I see your leadership, I see your vision, and that's one of the things that encouraged me to become the new head football coach here at South Carolina State. So thank you for all that you're doing. Thank you for your leadership. Absolutely. Dr. Smalls, I got a chance to meet Dr. Smalls throughout this process as well. Just thank you for your leadership as well, man. I really appreciate, you know, all that you've done through this process and helping me get here today. And, you know, of course, I got to thank Coach Pugh. Coach Pugh, I've been following Coach Pugh for a long time, and, you know, just through the profession, this is year 30 coming up for me in this profession. I've been following Coach Pugh and just following his whole entire trajectory as he went through the profession. And what a great career. If my career could be anywhere close to what his career was, I think that I'll be headed in the right direction. So thank you for all that you do. To Dr. Artis, the president at Benedict College. I mean, you know, I'm so grateful for her, because she is the person that gave me an opportunity when no one else did. She gave me an opportunity to be a head football coach, and what a great ride we had at Benedict College. So again, I want to thank Dr. Artis for her leadership and all she did, and all the things that I needed, the resources that she provided in order for us to be successful and have the run that we had at Benedict College. So thank you, Dr. Artis. To my players, I mean, I have to thank them. You're talking about, took over that program in February 11th of 2020, and when I first took that program over, we were, prior to my arrival, when I left Southern University, that team was 1-9. And those young men bought into the vision of the program, the leadership and the vision of the program. And they are the reason why I stand here today. And what a great ride we had with 2 SIC championships back-to-back, Division II HBCU national championship. What a great group of guys that really bought into the process on and off the field. So I'm grateful for those young men as well. Dr. Nathan Cochran, I had a chance to talk to our new AD who's going to be here shortly. What a great time I spent with him, because I see his vision and his passion for what he does and what he's going to bring to South Carolina State University. So I'm very, very grateful for him. To my friends, man, I have to thank friends. I have a band of brothers that I, you know, socialize with, hang out with, spend a lot of time with, and they're my support system. And they're members of my fraternity, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. But one gentleman is here today, Dr. Aaron Bishop. He's been a supporter of me from day one. Mr. Michael Stovall, George Bandy, we have Carl Solomon, Derek Pugh. Those guys are great friends of mine, and very, very grateful for those guys and their support, because they're at every game, and nothing like having a band of brothers that you can just lean on in times of need. And those guys have been great to me. And definitely last but not least, my rock, my wife, Miss Ramil Berry. She has been amazing through this whole entire journey, this whole entire process. I'm big on family, and she is the support system for us to keep us together. And I tell you what, my wife is amazing. My kids, Jasmine, Mia, little Chennis Berry, and Channing Berry. What a great group of people. And this is my family, and I love them dearly. So thank you for all you do, sweetheart. It's a couple of former coaches that really touched my life in a special way, that actually, did some things here at South Carolina State University. A gentleman gave me an opportunity a long time ago. In 1990, I was playing high school basketball at Windsor Forest. Playing high school basketball, our season was over. My senior year, I think we went 1-9 at Redan High School. We couldn't win the coin toss. We were awful. All right? And we went to a basketball tournament down in Savannah, Georgia. And there was a gentleman standing up in the stands. And he was watching me play basketball. And he had white hair. And he came down after the game and he said, how you doing? My name is Bill Davis. And I want to offer you a scholarship to come to Savannah State College at the time. And that was my only offer. And no doubt about it, I took that offer. What a great time that I had at Savannah State, and that's because of Bill Davis gave me an opportunity. But there was also a couple of people that went to South Carolina State years ago. Darryl Brick McNeil. He was a guy that was one of my coaches, as well as Edwin Bailey. Edwin Bailey was my offensive line coach years ago, and he really impacted my life in a special way. So, I want to make sure I pay tribute to those people. But again, what great people. They've really impacted my life in a special way. So I'm grateful again, attitude of gratitude. Whenever you have an opportunity to follow two living legends, Coach Willie Jeffries. I mean, everybody knows Coach Jeffries. He is probably one of the funniest human beings that I ever met in my life. But just to see as I looked through the rafters, I was on the field at the state championship games last week, and I just looked in the rafters, and I saw all those championships and the shoulders of giants that I get a chance to follow. What a special day. All those championships from Coach Jeffries. You got Bill Davis, you got Coach Pugh. What a great humbling. And I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. The baton has been passed, though. And it's time for me to run my race. And the job is to move the legacy forward. So thank you guys for all you do. But following two living legends won't be an easy task. But I'm grateful for this opportunity. And I'm excited to get ready to rock and roll and get this thing started. Okay, and ultimately, as I begin my journey as the head football coach here at South Carolina State, I always talk about controlling my dash. Okay, my start date is here, December the 12th, 2023. And there's going to be a dash in the middle. And I don't know when my last day will be here, but I have full control of that dash in the middle. And that D, I always talk about it. I do everything in my program, and it's about discipline. Okay, discipline is real simple. Just do right. It's real simple. Just do right on the field, off the field, and that's what I'm all about. I have full control of my discipline that I do every day. Attitude. I have full control when my feet hit the ground in the morning. If I'm going to look at the glass half empty or glass half full. Well, I choose to look at it glass half full each and every day. So attitude. Full control of my attitude every day. S, sacrifice. Proverbs 27:17 says, iron sharpens iron so that one man sharpens another. And you're talking about, you have to sacrifice. If you want to be great at anything you do, it's about sacrifice. And H, habits. Man doesn't decide his future, he decides his habits. And his habits decide his future. And controlling that dash is extremely important to me, and that's kind of how I carry my everyday walk of life when you're talking about building a program and building my brand. And that's what it's all about. Every day I have full control of that dash in the middle. Don't know when I will leave this place, but I got control of that dash in the middle, so I'm super excited about that. As a CEO, when you're the head football coach, you're really the CEO of the program. And as a CEO, I have to have the ability to be able to motivate. Okay, how do you motivate? You have to motivate individuals, whether it be alumni, whether it be players, whether it be support staff, whatever it may be. You have to motivate your coaches to be able to do things and get them to do something. And how do you do that? By showing them each and every day that you care and that you love them. All right, and that's what it's all about. So we're big on family. That's forget about me, I love you. You'll probably hear a lot of acronyms from me because that's kind of how I remember things. You have to be the informer. When you're in a leadership role, you have to be an informed individual of what you're expecting them to accomplish. So being able to inform people is extremely important. Then you got to be able to visualize. I'm a visualizer. So I look at things already. I'm already visualizing. I'm standing on the middle of that football field, and I look at that end zone. I'm visualizing already an end zone facility. I'm visualizing about 3 stories. I'm visualizing a weight room. I'm visualizing a study hall, academic center. I'm visualizing coach's office, meeting rooms. I'm visualizing, I'm already seeing it. Again, putting myself in the position to visualize. But at the end of the day, as I visualize, one day, I see it one day coming true. But again, you have to be able to motivate, you have to be able to inform, and you have to be able to visualize that you're going to be in a leadership role as the CEO of South Carolina State University football. The vision, what our philosophy will be ultimately at the end of the day. You know, I believe when you get an opportunity like this, and this is kind of how I look at life, the opportunity of a lifetime only lasts the lifetime of the opportunity. And the opportunity is right now. That's no opportunity wasted. This opportunity that was given to me, I'm so excited about it because I won't waste that opportunity. If the good Lord blessed me with the opportunity to be the head football coach at South Carolina State University, a storied program, I'm going to hit the ground running and make sure that I do all I can do to make it better than it was before I found it. So I'm super excited about it. My why. Why am I in this profession? Coaching is a ministry. It really is a ministry. It's a ministry because we have an opportunity to be in front of 100+ young men every single day, not the pulpit on Sundays, but every single day. You have an opportunity to be in front of young men, impacting their lives every day. So how we speak, how we talk, our energy, all that matters. How we dress, they're watching everything that we do. So they're at an impressionable young age, 18 to about 23, 24 years old. So how we come to work every day, our mindset, how we come to work every day, they're watching everything we do. So it is a ministry, and I don't play with it. Again, to change the lives and the trajectory of the lives of young men is extremely important to me because we know there's an expiration date to this game of football. This game is going to end one day, and I want to make sure that I'm preparing young men to be ready for this game that we call life. Because one day there'll be fathers, there'll be husbands, there'll be leaders in the community, and I want to make sure, as the leader of the program, because I believe in leading from the front, that I want to make sure that every man that touches our program, every female, whether it be a support staff or whatever it may be, that we impact their lives in a special way. So that's the vision of how I'll go. So again, when I see a young man, I go to a high school, and I start seeing a young man, I have to visualize what I see him to be 4 to 5 years from now. As he matriculates to get his degree at South Carolina State University, I got to be able to visualize. So again, treat a man as he is, he will be. But treat a man as he can be, he will become. I have to be able to get it out of him, something that he may not see in himself. It's my job and my coaching staff job is to get it out of him. So I'm big on developing young men. All right, man. You know, when you look at this whole deal, just the future of the young people that we're entrusted with, man doesn't decide his future, he decides his habits, and his habits decide his future. Everything that they do every day prepares them for this future that they're going to have, because they'll be leaders in this community and in this game of life. Just the philosophy of the program. Every day, our mission in our program will be to chase A's, B's, C's, and D's. Okay, well, what are that, Coach? C's and D's. Well, A's and B's non-negotiable in the classroom, A's and B's. We will hold a standard. Every young man in our program, we're going to strive every day to be the best we can be in the classroom as well. And we're going to shoot for A's and B's. C's are championships, and that's plural, championships. Okay, I believe in winning. Winning on the field and winning off the field. C's are championships and D's are degrees. All right? A's, B's, C's, and D's, that's what we're going to go for every single day, making sure our young men fall in love with that process of chasing A's, B's, championships, and degrees. That won't change, and that's what we'll be all about. All right? And it's big for me, you know, when we come up with the cardinal principles or the core values of South Carolina State University football. We're going to fall in love with the process, and we're going to understand that adversity is going to strike in young men's life. Okay, as fathers, as husbands, adversity strikes every day. Every day is not sunshine. Some days there'll be rain. And you're going to have to find from the pit of your soul to be able to dig deep when adversity strikes. So that's an acronym that we'll go by. It'll be on the back of the weight room t-shirts, plastered all over the weight room, locker room. It's about dig deep when adversity strikes. But that D is discipline. Have discipline in everything that you do. On and off the field. That's your integrity. That's who you are. That's your character when nobody else is watching. Who will you be? Jesus, God. I don't run from it. I don't choose their God form, but we're going to put God first in this program. D, dedication. You got to be dedicated to be a student athlete. You got to get up, you got to go to practice, you got to go to class, you got to go to study hall, you got to go to meetings. All right? You got to be a student athlete. All right? In order to do that, you got to be dedicated. E, effort. Effort. Everything you do as the head football coach leading from the front, everything that I do, we're going to give amazing effort in all that we do. And then you got to go execute. We can have a plan. We can draw a play on the board. We're going to run power right here. We're going to get a double team. We're going to get a kick out, wall up. All right, we're going to turn up, back, go press A, B, C. All that sounds good in air conditioning. But we got to go out and execute. And also, at the end of the day, in life, all our young men, they're going to have aspirations. Oh, when I grow up, I'm going to have this beautiful wife. I'm going to have a house on the hill, boat on the lake, this great life. But guess what? Sound good. You got to go execute it. All right, that's what it's all about, execution and pride. Pride is a man first. See, all the young men that will have an opportunity to be in their life, they're going to carry their daddy's last name first. Okay, so they better have pride in who they are as a man first. And then they better have bulldog pride. Everything they do is all about pride. All right, I'm big on pride, and you got to have that. So you got to dig deep when adversity strikes. 1-0 mindset. People say, well, Coach, where you come up with this 1-0 mindset? Well, 1-0 mindset kind of goes from this book that we read as a football team, and we'll read it here at South Carolina State University as well, called Childhood Carry Water. It talks about surrendering the outcome and falling in love with the process, the journey of becoming great. Everybody wants championships, right? We all want to win. We all want this great season. But guess what? You got to fall in love with the journey, the weight room, the grind, the study hall, all the things that it takes to be great. Fall in love with the process. So don't worry about the end goal. Don't worry about it, because we know we visualize seeing ourselves in the celebration bowl real soon. But at the end of the day, we got to fall in love and go 1-0 every day and win the day. And those days turn into days, to weeks, to months turn into the year. Then you build up and you have a great football season. But anyway, at the end of the day, we're going to fall in love with a 1-0 mindset of fall in love with being great each and every day. Ownership, man. I tell you what, ownership in this program, every time we wear these colors, all right, every time that we step out, all right, the logo never comes off. All right, so we're going to strive to create an atmosphere that just cultivates the sense of pride amongst our team. All right, when we speak, people are going to think we're crazy as a football team, and it's going to start transcending to the campus all over. We're not going to say hi, we're not going to say bye. We're going to say go Bulldogs. Go Bulldogs. Everything we say, hi, bye, is go Dogs. Now, I might turn it into go Dogs, but it's going to be all about go Bulldogs. Mindset. We won't walk around the campus with anybody else's apparel on. It's going to be all about go Bulldogs. That's what it's all about. That's how we'll say hi. That's how we'll say bye. All right? Recruiting philosophy. I kind of talk a little bit about that because obviously that's important. The next 4 years of these young men's lives is going to set them up for the next 40 years of their lives. Absolutely. The next 4 years of their life will set them up for the next 40. And when we go out and recruit, and I mean, ultimately at the end of the day, this state of South Carolina, the Palmetto State, has been amazing. Okay, there's some great talent in this state, but also the neighboring state, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, North Carolina, got some good talent as well. But we'll have a 4 to 5 hour radius in terms of the type of young men that we're looking for because of some really good football starting in this Palmetto State, but all over the southeastern part of the United States of America. So there's no doubt about it. All right, holistic development for me. When you talk about holistic development, I want to develop the total man. It's bigger than football. It's bigger than football. So to me, developing them mentally, physically, spiritually, and socially is extremely important to the development of young people. So I don't take it lightly, so holistic development is huge to me. I have a recruiting philosophy when you look at it. We're going to recruit them, okay? Then once we recruit them, we have to retain them, okay? Then once we get them here and retain them, we have to develop them. We're not going to get the finished product. We understand we're going to have to work with young men and work and develop the talent. So I want to make sure that I got the right people with me helping develop these young men. And then we have to graduate them. That's really the whole philosophy of the whole deal. Recruit them, retain them, develop them, then graduate them. That's what it's all about at the end of the day, and that's what will be our philosophy. But not just the players, coaches as well. You have to recruit quality coaches. All right? You have to be able to retain the quality coaches that you recruit. Because when you're winning, somebody else is going to want them. All right? Then you got to develop your coaches. Sometimes you're going to have older coaches. Sometimes you're going to have younger coaches. All right? I believe in coaching coaches as well. And then you have to move them on. If it's time for them to move on, and the good Lord said, enlarge their territory, pray for increase, the prayer of Jabez, and it says move them on. It's my job to move them on as well and not hold them back. And I believe in that wholeheartedly. Style of play. Innovation is rewarded, but execution is worship. That's by Eric Thomas. Offense. We're going to be explosive. We're going to be tempo. We're going to be no huddle. We're going to take shots down the field. We're going to be able to run the ball. We're going to spread you out, make you cover 100 yards wide, 53 and third wide, and we're going to be explosive on offense. There's no doubt about it. Defense, we're going to swarm. We're going to get you the football. We've been fortunate at the school I'm leaving from to be the #1 defense in the country, and I plan on being the same way here. And in special teams, we want to be special. Special teams are special. And again, we probably spend more time on special teams than we do offense and defense, because we understand that's a third of the game, so we have to take pride in special teams. But we believe in playing complementary football. All right, everybody asks me, some of the reporters, and some of these reporters, my guys from Columbia that I know well, they always say, well, Coach, what's the key to the game? I give them the same four ingredients every week. All right? Win the effort battle, win the turnover battle, win the penalty battle, win the explosive battle. If we win those four things, we'll win the football game. Really what it comes down to. So when you win that, when you talk about winning the effort battle, that's between you and you. It has nothing to do with the opponent. It has nothing to do with talent. We have to dominate the effort battle. Win the penalty battle, that's discipline. See, if I tell a young man, when I go check classes and I want you sitting in the first 3 rows, and I go check the class and you sit in the 5th row, then you don't have no discipline. I can't count on you on 3rd down. I can't count on you in the red zone, because that's discipline. It carries over to the game of football as well as the game of life. So that's winning the penalty battle, winning the turnover battle. We can't turn it over and give it to the other team. All right, we got to do a good job of keeping the football, and our defense got to create turnover. And then win explosive. We have to have more explosive plays than they have. If we do that, we feel like we have a chance of winning the football game. Offense, we'll build it around the quarterback. Okay? Also, at the end of the day, you have to have the right trigger man. So you got to build it around the quarterback in your offensive line. Because if you can't block them, you can't beat them. That's just the bottom line. So we're going to build it around the quarterback and the offensive line, and everybody else going to eat from that. Defense, we're going to build it from the big boys up front. You got to be able to stop the run. If you want to win football games, you got to be able to stop the run and make teams become one-dimensional. That's huge if you want to be great as a football team. So we'll be able to run the football and we'll be able to stop the run. All right? Building a staff. The secret to my success is that we are going exceptional lengths to hire the best people in the world. Steve Jobs. My job, when we go and recruit coaches, they have to be the right fit. They have to fit what we're going to be all about here at South Carolina State University. All right? I don't like guys with like-minded. Some people say, well, I want like-minded guys. No, I want guys with shared values, because I want different ideas. So shared values are extremely important to me. Excellent human beings. See, I know if I'm going to entrust you to be around our 18 to 23, 24 young men, year-old young men, you have to be a good person. So I want to make sure good people, when I'm coming to work every day, I want to have good people around me. You got to be a good teacher. We're teachers first before we're coaches. We're teachers. So you got to be able to teach them on the field, in the classroom, in the meeting room. All that is important. So you got to be a good teacher. And then you got to be an amazing recruiter. You got to go out and hunt. You got to be a guy that's, if we want the players, it's a very competitive world right now when you talk about recruiting. I mean, you guys see the transport portal, people all over the country. Recruiting is the bloodline of your program. So you got to be an amazing recruiter. How do you do that? You got to have great relationships. Relationships are extremely very, very, very important to your success. All right? And again, all former players, make sure you understand, and there's been some great players that come through South Carolina State University. Just know this, you are welcome. You can come back anytime you want, and you're welcome, and the doors of the church are open. All right? Make sure you can come see us. Doors of the church are open. Come see us. All right? You are welcome at any time. Again, there's a lot of success happening in this program. I believe in branding. I tell our young men, the logo never comes off. Whether you go to Walmart, we're going to be in the community. Whether you go to Walmart, whatever you do, the logo never comes off. So how you speak to people, how you dress, your haircut, how you look is important. Our brand never comes off. So they got to understand that every day. Image is important, and I don't play about it, and we're going to be very, very active in this community, on this campus community. And I want leaders, I want ambassadors on this campus, all right? Presidents of the student body. That's okay. That's a good thing. Because again, when the football team is involved in the campus, whole entire campus way of life, what a great campus you may have. Because again, it's about pride in that. Social media, we'll be very present on social media. We believe in that. We understand that today's game, I mean, these kids, at the end of the day, the support staff, your alumni, these players, these recruits are on social media. So we're going to make sure we're very, very active on social media. We believe in branding our program and branding it the right way. All right, when you're following two living legends, it's no easy task. I mean, I'll tell you what. But I have that, what I call mailman mentality. See, regardless of what, the mailman, that's what he got to do. He got to go to work. Rain, sleet, or snow, the mailman got to go to work. You're going to expect that package. The mailman got to go to work. So when you're following two living legends, man, you got to be able to roll up your sleeves, all right, and get ready to put your feet to the ground, all right? And like I tell our players, buckle up your chin strap, bite down on your mouthpiece, and let's get ready to rock and roll. It's a great day to be a Bulldog. I'm excited to be here, and let's go get it. Let's go.